Good morning, student. Today we start next part of the matrix like inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix. In previous lecture, we also defined about the adjoint of a matrix. So, next topic is inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix denoted by A inverse, and A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A, where it is compulsory that determinant A does not equals to 0. It means if we have to give an a square matrix A such that their determinant does not equals to 0, it means A will be a non-singular matrix, then A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A. Now, we taken an example on this concept, and before taking an example on this, we discuss about some properties related to inverse of a matrix. Properties of inverse. There are two useful properties. First is that A dot B inverse equals to B inverse A inverse. This is also known as the reversal law. And second is, if we take an T for transpose of matrix A, inverse equals to A inverse power T, means inverse of a transpose matrix equals to transpose of an inverse matrix. These are two useful properties of inverse matrix. Now, we take an example related to inverse of a matrix. For example, we have to take a question like this: find inverse of the matrix 2 3 1 3 4 1 3 7 2 and verify A inverse A equals to I3. Now, we have to give a square matrix this, and we want to inverse of this matrix also verify A inverse into A equals to I3. Now, in solution, first we find determinant of given matrix like this: 2 3 1 3 4 1 3 7 2. This is a square matrix of given. This is a square matrix, and this denoted the determinant of a square matrix. Now, we expanding with respect to R1, means first row. So, this will be 8 minus 7, here is 3 minus 3, then this will be 6 minus 3, next will be 1, then this will be 21 minus 12. So, here will be 2, here will be minus 9, and here will be plus 9. So, this will be cancel out equals to 2, which does not equals to 0. It means A will be a non-singular matrix. So, we find next step adjoint of A. Adjoint of A denoted by ADJ, which is a transpose matrix of cofactor matrix. Transpose of cofactor matrix A. Now, we know about the cofactor matrix, but in this case we use a short method, very short method, which is very convenient to determine adjoint A. Adjoint matrix equals to transpose of a cofactor matrix, and we know that the cofactor with respect to any element AA1 denoted by capital AA1 equals to minus 1 power 1 plus 1 M11, where M11 known as the minor matrix of with respect to element A11. So we find cofactor matrix by a very short method like this. If we find cofactor matrix with respect to 2, so we cancel out all row with respect to 2, then we cancel row and column which passes through from 2 element 2. Hence, we find a minor matrix like this. So, this and we form first of all 8 minor matrix like this. Now, with respect to 2, the minor matrix will be 4 1 7 2, 4 1 7 2, and with respect to 3, this will be 3 1 3 2, 3 1 3 2, and with respect to 1, this will be 3 4 3 7, and with respect to 3, this will be 3 1 7 2, and with respect to 4, this will be 2 1 3 2, and with respect to 1, this will be 2 3 3 2, with respect to 1, this will be 2 3 3 7, and with respect to this element, matrix will be 3 1 4 1, and with respect to 7, this will be 2 1 3 1, and with respect to 2, this will be 2 3 3 4. Now, we taken the sign of this, and outside we use the minus 1 power r plus c. This is the first row and first column. So, here will be minus 1 power 1 plus 1, minus 1 power 1 plus 2, minus 1 power 1 plus 3, minus 1 power 3 plus 1, minus 2 plus 1 here, minus 1 power 2 plus 2, minus 1 power 2 plus 3, and this will be also 3 plus 1, and here will be minus 1 power 3 plus 2 and minus 1 power 3 plus 3. So, we find the value of these. Here will be, we multiply it and solve this. 4 into 2, this will be 8 minus 7 will be 1. Here will be 6 minus 3, 3. Here will be 21 minus 12, it will be 9. Now, 6 minus 7 equals to minus 1, and this will be 4 minus 3, 1. Here will be 14 minus 9, this will be 5. Here will be 3 minus 4 equals to minus 1. Here will be 2 minus 3 minus 1, here will be 8 minus 9 minus 1. Now, after solve these powers of minus 1, this will be alternate plus minus, this is plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, and this is also plus. We use alternate in 3 cross 3 matrices. So, this will be 1 minus 3 9, 1 1 minus 5 minus 1 1 and minus 1. So, this is the cofactor matrix, and transpose for transpose we use the dash or power t. Now, transpose of this will be 1 minus 3 9, 1 1 minus 5 minus 1 1 minus 1. So, we find the adjoint matrix by very short method. Now, here next will be Next step will be that we want to A inverse. So, A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A. So, we say that 1 upon determinant A into adjoint A. So, this will be 1 by 2, and here we use the adjoint of matrix, this 1 1 minus 1 minus 3 1 1, here 9 minus 5 minus 1. So, this is the adjoint. We can multiply it by 1 by 2 in all steps. So, this will be minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 9 by 2, 5 by 2, minus 5 by 2, and this will be minus half also. So, this is the inverse of A. Now, after that we can easily multiply it to A inverse to A, and we get the I3. I3 means identity matrix of order 3, which is very convenient. Now, we take another example related to inverse of matrices like this. If we have to given A and B are two matrices, then we want to prove reversal law. That means A dot B power minus 1, A dot B inverse equals to B inverse A inverse. If A equals to 2 1 5 3, B equals to 4 5 3 4, then verify A dot B inverse equals to B inverse A inverse. Now, this is the second type of example which based on the inverse also and related to a useful law which also known as the reversal law. Now, here we want to inverse of A and B. First we want to prove that inverse of A dot B. So, first we multiply A and B and find a matrix, and find the inverse like as previous process. For RHS, we also find individually A and B inverse by as previous method. So, we start, first we find A dot B. Here is 2 1 5 3, 4 5 3 4, and order of A 2 cross 2, and this is also 2 cross 2. So, multiplication of there will be also 2 cross 2. Now, we multiply, use a symbol, a horizontal row and a vertical downward row. It means first we take in a row, after that we corresponding a columns. So, we multiply first row by first column of second. So, 2 4, 2 into 4 and 1 multiplied to 3 and 1 multiplied to 3, then this will be plus, taken as a plus. Now, next step, this will be multiplied 2 into 5 and 1 into 4. After that, add these terms. So, we step continuously shift at the RHS. After that, when we taken second row, after that we taken corresponding columns of second matrix. Now, 5 3 will be multiplied by 4 3, 5 4, 5 into 4 and 3 into 3. After that we taken plus sign between them. As this 5 3 again multiplied by 5 4. So, 5 5 3 4 and taken plus. So, this will be 8 plus 3 11, this will be 10 plus 4 14, this will be 20 plus 9 29, this will be 25 plus 12. So, this will be 37. Now, we suppose this is C, matrix C. Now, we want to find A dot B inverse. So, we find the inverse of this matrix. So, we take in mod of AB means mod of C means determinant of AB equals to determinant of C. So, this will be 11, 14, 29, 37. So, solve this will be 37 into 11 minus 14 into 29. So, this will be 7, 37 plus 3, this will be 40, and this will be 49 nines, this will be 9 4 6 49 126, this will be 6, after that 28, this will be 40, so this will be equals to 1, which does not equals to 0. So AB also a non-singular matrix. Now we want to find inverse adjoint of this, adjoint of C. So this will be the cofactor matrix, transpose of cofactor matrix of C. Now we taken the cofactor matrix of this. We taken first of all cofactor matrix with respect to 11. This will be 37. With respect to 14, this will be 29, and with respect to 29, this will be a 14. With respect to 37, this will be the 1. And taken the minus 1 power 1 plus 1, minus 1 power 1 plus 2, minus 1 power 1 2 plus 1, and this will be minus 1 power 2 plus 2. So in this matrix, it will be the in order of plus minus minus. 37 here will be the minus 29, and minus 14, this will be the 11, and dash of this. So transpose of this matrix will be 37 minus 29 minus 14 11. Now we find adjoint of C. So inverse of C inverse means A inverse B means C inverse means adjoint C upon determinant C. So this will be 1 by 1 determinant of 3 7 minus 14 29 11. So this will be 3 7 minus 14 minus 29 11. Now we find AB inverse, which is a matrix like this. Now for RHS, we find first of all adjoint A, inverse A, and after that inverse B. Now here determinant A equals to 2 1 5 3. So this will be 6 minus 5 equals to 1, does not equals to 0. So adjoint A, for inverse we find adjoint A. Adjoint is A is the cofactor matrix of, is the transpose of cofactor matrix A. Now cofactor matrix will be find as previous method with respect to 2, this will be 3 5, with respect to 5 1 and 2, taken plus minus minus plus in 2 cross 2 order, and in 3 cross 3 order we directly taken the sign alternate plus minus. Now transpose of this will be 3 minus 5 minus 1 and 2. So A inverse equals to 1 by determinant A adjoint A. So this will be, this is also 1. So here will be 3 minus 5 minus 1 2. And similarly we find determinant B, which equals to 4 5 3 4 equals to 1, which does not equals to also 0. Now we find also adjoint B. Adjoint B will be the also transpose of cofactor matrix of B. So this will be also find by 4 3 5 4 and dash, and taking plus minus minus plus also. Now this will be equals to 4 minus 3 minus 5 4. This is adjoint A. So we now taken B inverse will be also 1 by determinant B adjoint A, adjoint B, sorry. So this will become 5 minus 4 minus 5 minus 3 4. Now here will be we find A inverse and B inverse. So, after that we multiplied B inverse, A inverse. Here B will be 4 minus 5 minus 3 4 into 3 minus 1 minus 5 2. Now, we multiplied as this is row and this is column, means first we take in row of first matrix and column of second matrix. So, we find 4 into 3 12, 5 minus 5 20 plus 20. Now, next minus 4 into minus 1 minus 4, 5 into 2 minus 10. Next we take in row with respect to this minus 9, 4 into minus 5 minus 20. Now, next will be 3 plus 8. So, this will be 37 minus 14 minus 29 and 11 also, which also equals to A B inverse. We see here this equals to this. So, we can easily prove related to some laws, that reversal law according to this method. Now, next topic is that solution of a non-homogeneous system of equation. Solution of non-homogeneous system of equations. Solution of, next topic is that solution of a non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Now, next topic is that we find the solution of system of linear equation of two types. First is non-homogeneous, second is homogeneous. If we suppose that, let system of linear equation of three variable x, y, z are as below. Here we have to given three variable x, y, z's linear equations which are in number of 3, like a1x plus b1y plus c1z equals to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equals to d2. Next, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equals to d3. These are the three linear equation of variable x, y, z and known as the system of linear equation. Now, here we see these are the coefficient of x, y, z and d1, d2, d3 are the constant terms. If we have to give in constant terms does not equal to 0, then system of equation known as the non-homogeneous equation, means d1, d2 does not equal to 0. If we have to given that these constant terms equals to 0, then system of linear equation known as the homogeneous system of linear equation. Now, solution of these equations, solutions means value of x, y, z, we satisfied these equations are found by Cramer's rule. So, solution of this equation by Cramer rule is as below. By Cramer rule, x equals to d1 upon d, y also equals to d2 upon d, z also equals to d3 upon d, where d equals to a matrix, a determinant of coefficient of x, y, z written as a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, A3, B3, C3, and D1 will be found by replace first column by this constant, means D1, D2, D3. Here will be B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, which is these two columns are as well as in D, and first column will be changed by constant terms. D2 will be also equals to, now for D2 we replace second column in D. So, A1, A2, A3, this will be T1, D2, D3, this will be C1, C2, C3. Now, D3 equals to A1, B1, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, this will be D1, D2, D3. So, by this method we find the value of x, y, z, and this method also known as the Cramer's rule. Now, consistency of Cramer's rule or condition for consistency. Condition for consistency. Now, consistency means if we have to given a system of linear equation and system has a solution, then it known as the then it said to be that equation has consist, means it have a solution. If system has no any solution, then it known as the inconsistent. There are three conditions. If D does not equal to 0 and if D does not equal to 0, then system is consistent and has unique solution. Means we find value of x, y, z in unique terms, which are as x equals to d1 upon d, y equals to d2 upon d, z equals to d3 upon d. So, in case of D does not equal to 0, we find unique solution, means equation consists and solution will be unique, which are as below. If we have to given all determinant D, D1, D2, D3 equals to 0, then system will be consistent or not. Then system will be consistent or not consistent. If system will be consistent, then it have infinite many solution. And in case, third case, if D equals to 0 and at least one of D1, D2, D3 does not equals to 0, then system will be inconsistent. That means in this case system has no any solution. Now discuss about the condition for consistency. Consistency means a system of linear equation has solution, then it known as the consistency of equations. If a solution is not possible, then equation known as the inconsistent conditions. If we have to given that D does not equal to 0, then in case system of equation will be consistent, it means having solutions and solution will be unique, which are found by as this method. If all determinants d, d1, d2, d3 equals to 0, then a system has consistent or non-consistent, means there are two conditions also produced. If